Okay. Alright. Okay, where was I? Probably up here somewhere. No. Armored windows. Mm-hmm. Oh. Darn it. Alright. Oh. Grab all that. Good. I remember where I'm supposed to put these. Not mortar, not energy matrix, not hardened steel. Ah, there we go. 84. Let's make a bunch of those and make a bunch of those. Yeah. Our coils. Conium flux coils. So a bunch of flux coils need to be made. Need to get a bunch of zirconium. And plastic. We have a ton of. Good. These off. I need them for all the turrets and the guns I'm gonna need to make. Like the homing rocket launchers. That goes. Okay, we need to grab fuel, make our rounds, get a bunch of materials. Yeah, let's do 100. 1,000. 1,000 units should be fine. Open that up. Okay. Moon first. That's where all the steel plate is. Okay. I wake up. I'm tired. It's Friday morning. At least tomorrow I get to sleep in. That'll be nice. Go over here. Make a trip over to the silicon deposit too. Keep myself ahead of my materials I need. Need to keep that one going the longest. Check out the cobalt deposit. I think I put one on here. Oh, yes I did. And it stopped working. Not like I need a lot of it, but let that one go for very long. And silicon deposit. Making our rounds. Getting much of it as we can. And we'll continue our build. There's a lot of things we need to be able to get our hands on here. I also need to, I'm just going around to make sure all of my auto miners are working. Because if we're going to be building, I want to at least know all of my auto miners are actually working as intended. It's either one or the other. Either this one or that one. Yep. It's not working. Not currently functioning. Line the entire top. We're gonna need those for all the electronic components. And this one is currently not, doesn't have anything on it. Really shouldn't. Yeah, it doesn't. Okay. Up we go. Okay, back to the station. Drop off the iron that we just got. Drop all the stuff that we just got into the furnace. Make sure that hardened plate, steel plate is being produced. Move the steel plate and the hardened steel plate over into the advanced constructor. Start making hardened steel blocks. And by the time we get done with our rounds, we should be ready to go. Should be. This real quick. Fill all, fill all. Top part of the station looks to be working on the bomb part of that. Doing a quick landing here. Don't need to shut it off. Making a quick stop here. Grabbing another 1,000 units of fuel. Oh wait, yep. Check our steel plate. Check our hardened plate. And those. There we go. Let that run. Then grab a couple of hardened steel. The plate. There we go. A bunch of those. Drop the one on there. Grab a whole bunch of the lithium ingots, making sure those are still being produced. Homing rockets. Wait, wrong one. That one, yeah. Then we go to here. Make a bunch of these. Let's see here. Grab a stack of those. Okay. Now we need to make a grab a bunch of fuel and make a trip down to the surface, grabbing a whole bunch of copper. Moving some parts around here. There. I just need to fill in the sides, give it some actual wings and stuff like that, and cover up all the parts with blocks. They're difficult to destroy. That's good. Okay, fuel. and down to the surface. Yeah, that should work. 64 of them, that's fine. Okay, to the surface, grab all the copper we can, and need them for all the electronics we're gonna need to make. Once we know they're all working and functional, then we'll start working on the destroyer. All the materials need to still be coming in constantly. Okay, a copper deposit. We also have a protium deposit we need to go to on the surface here. Yeah, protium deposit. That should give us enough fuel being produced. Game's on it, trying to load. Come on. Game, please. Trying to load in all the AI. There we go. Yeah, that one's not working anymore. Get myself in a spot where I'm not going to use much fuel. Yep. The base materials has got to have like a lot of fuel on it. I also have to make I also have to start producing the larger fuel containers so that rather than having so many of them, I can just drop one of the largest on there and it should be fine. It'll run for pretty much ever. Game's kind of lagging a little bit. We're going past the Yep, there it is. My pod. Where I started the game. Went right past it. Okay, copper deposit. Have I... Oh yeah, I moved this one. Okay. Trying to give myself a chance to remember what I was trying to accomplish. Yeah. Do. Do, 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 do. Okay, Protheum deposit. This one's right in the middle of a right in the middle of green crap. Currently not running right now. Yep. Yep. This one's really important, so I'm gonna just fill it up. Check out the copper deposit over here real quick. One that's right nearby. I'm just taking a sharp turn here. Gonna stay far away from the defense turrets as I can. As soon as we get upgraded to a heavy combat vehicle, then those places will just be an annoyance. Check real quick. And I don't think we have one set up. Nope. Right. Let's get moving. One, two, three, space. I'm here, feeling crummy though. Yeah, I'm a little tired too. How's it going, man? Hopefully things are not... Hopefully things are getting a little better. Just kind of doing my runs, going around, get materials. Then I'll go into building the destroyer, getting that out of the way. Not really though, my work is holding my spot due to medical. I've been out pretty much all week due to the new meds I'm on. Oh, yeah. That trade-off between being on meds and being able to work. Yeah. Medication that's supposed to make you feel slightly comfortable, but also makes it really hard to drive to work and work, especially in a factory environment. Isn't all bad. Keeping your job biggest concern. Yeah, right? Trying to keep the job. I hear ya. Okay, so we have now got a little bit of protium. We would like a lot more. Drop that in here. Build a whole bunch of that. We got copper ore, which you have to put into the furnace. Yeah, for the very first year of me working at the job that I have now, my biggest concern was, at what point am I going to get laid off? That was like my biggest, that was like the number one thing that was in my head the entire time. It's like, because I was so used to just getting laid off all of a sudden. It wasn't until I got through my first year that I realized, okay, I'm not going anywhere. But it was always there in the back of my mind. Okay, glass. We need a ton of glass. No, I think we're good for now. Let's go to the fiber optics. Optical fiber. A ton of those. Since I started the unclear meds, it has cut down on the acid in my stomach. When I wears off, I feel the pain comes to be used to. It prevents me from wanting to do much. Yeah. I hear you. Yeah, you know, you whenever your body is basically just kind of giving you that. Oh, out of the way. Here we go. When you're basically trying to do something and your body is just like, nope. Makes it really hard to concentrate. Makes it really hard to want to do anything, really. Let's grab that. Those steel plates keep being made. We'll bring this stack over here to the cobalt alloy. Make a bunch of cobalt alloys. Okay, let's see here. What are we missing? Where do we need to go? We need to go to the first planet, which is probably not here. Probably go to this one first, or that one. Go to that one first. That's the longest distance one. Good news, I'm losing weight due to not wanting to eat, standing all day abdominal area. Makes it really hard to focus. Yeah. I hear you. Makes it very difficult to, stay focused on the task at hand. Yeah. I've felt under the weather at times at work, and I will purposely push myself and go to work anyway. They would have to tell me to go home for me to not come into work. Punch it. Oh. Takes a while for audio to kick in. Downside to voice attack is that your very first command you give that program, it's going to take a while for it to know what to do. There we go. Let's do this. Fill all. There we go. I'll probably be grabbing like warp fuel off of the transport because I'm not going anywhere with it. I also have to find a solution to grabbing all the crystals there on the surface of the moon for warp fuel. I think the harvester will work. The little harvester combine thing. I'll probably just run around driving that thing around. That should be a good solution. I could probably put it on the front of the salvaging hovercraft temporarily. I used to do that. Luckily, my boss was really relaxed. He told me a few times, just take it easy, but I'd rather just rest some At least for this week, yeah. I hear you. Blech. There. Okay, we're here. The neodyme, neoderm, and the sathium deposit. That one's closer. Go to that one. Turn the auto brake back on. Ugh. Yeah, went fishing yesterday with family. Didn't catch anything. Only got like 2 bites. Tried fishing with crickets. You know, the best thing I could find was frozen ones. So, and from the looks of things, they don't seem to be better than the live ones. Plus, the ones I got were like the size of grasshoppers, so they're huge. So that probably wasn't doing me any favors. And when we got there, there were tons of sandflies. So the sandflies were keeping them fed, so they weren't going after our bait. I figured you've been doing that lately. Yeah, trying to do it while we still can before the temperature starts to drop. We've been only doing it like once a month, but we're trying to get used to lakeside fishing because we're used to riverside fishing and ocean fishing, so it's a completely different way to go about it. Besides, the last time we were on an actual lake fishing, we were in a boat. So, which, you know, being in a boat makes it a lot easier because you could just move around the lake and go exactly where you want to fish. Lakeside fishing, you're limited to where you can get to the water. So it's like, and even then you're only able to get so deep when you're lakeside, so not done much. I was planning on hunting, but I got the course and stuff to do. Yeah, I hear you. Whoa. No, thank you. Go away.
You are most welcome.
Oh my god. Clarity, please. Yep, okay. We took on an engine. Gotcha. At least it's not a, main engine, but yeah, I took on an engine. That's what the explosion was all about. Okay. I wasn't paying attention. I got way too close to that advanced comm center. So it was close enough to where I couldn't dodge it. Oh well. It's replaceable. An engine is very easy to make. And I got the supplies for it. Okay, this one should be finished off here soon. Here, map. How much neodyme is left on this thing? So I can move it. Come on. Let me see. %, okay. Still got a ways to go. That's good. Double checking, making sure that there's no golems nearby. Okay, that's good. Just fill up the top level of that. No, we got both engines. What did we lose? Or was that just the explosion happening? Might have been just the explosion happening. No, we're good. Okay. Apparently that was just a rocket launcher turret on that one. Never mind. Okay, we're good. We didn't lose anything. Oh, that's good. I guess the engines are a lot more hardy than I thought they were. That's good to know. Still, I'm not going to get in the habit of getting hit by anything, but at least not in this one. Once we get the combat, the heavy combat ship up and running, which it's functional right now, but it's not as fast as I want it to be. I want that thing to be like very maneuverable and very heavily armored. The only downside to that ship is going to be the fact that it's going to be very... The only downside to the ship is that it's going to be very unfuel efficient, but that's not the point of it. The point is to be able to being hit from all sides and still keep going. That's why I went with the design I did. It's covered on both sides, other than the top. The cockpit is kind of surrounded by blocks, so it's going to be completely, nearly surrounded by combat steel. Plus, it being like the little fork in front, with it being like the fork in front, I can easily just turn the vessel to its side and use the side of those things as shields. So when I'm shooting straight at a turret and it shoots back at me, I can immediately turn real quick and have it hit the side there, and then turn forward again and keep shooting. But currently right now, the combat ship has got 4 different types of guns. It's got the miniguns, it's got homing missiles, it's got pulse lasers, and a railgun. The thing has got multiple options for taking out hostile vehicles and things on the ground. This one's only got 2 options. Dummy missiles and minigun. How about you to stop? Okay. Off. Grab you. There we go. We're good. Up we go. Sounds decked out for the most part. You get to test its capabilities. A little bit. I flew around for a little bit. It needs more RCS because of the size of the ship. I've got 5 RCS on this thing, and it still doesn't turn as fast as I want to. So I'm gonna have to probably add like 3 more RCS and it should be fine. And it's gonna be warp capable, so I need to put still need to put its warp core on it. Okay. Turn around. Up to top speed. Punch it.
Preparing the FTL drive.
Head back, drop off the neodymium ingots. And then we probably have one more trip we have to do, and then we can get into building the destroyer. Currently right now the destroyer is just going to be for show. Even when we get it finished, we're probably not going to be flying that thing around much. I do have to when I do put some engines on it, I gotta get that thing closer. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to outfit it with all of its thrusters, or at least a few of its thrusters, just so I can get a little closer to the station because where I placed it was close enough to the old station, but it's a little bit further away from the new station. So I'm going to move it a little bit closer, which means we just have to have the bare minimum on it. So we need like an RCS, a couple of thrusters to maneuver. I'm not going to have those main thrusters on because, at least not right now, and enough fuel to get there. There we go. Take some damage, I'll just drop down right here. Okay. Keep that on. We'll go over here. Drop it in the furnace. There we go. Grab the copper. Put that over into the electronics area. There we go. Ooh. But yeah, this is the heavy combat ship that I'm currently making. The wings are temporary. I'm probably not gonna put them there, but I do plan on adding wings in this direction. But it's got one large engine in the back. The guns are located right here, so they're going to be protected from the top and bottom. Got 4 homing missile launchers. Going to be warp capable. There's the railgun. But that's the general shape I'm going for. I need to just fill in the sides to protect all the components. Let's see here. Okay, I've got a little bit of warp crystals. Grab some off of the reclaimer here. Starting to see a problem with our warp fuel right now because we're running a little bit low. I'm gonna take care of that. We're into here. Grab a whole bunch of this stuff. There we go. But yesterday we got the, well, not yesterday. Last stream we got the top part blocked out. That's the top part of it. With its double-barreled rear guns. We still need to make the bottom part of the ship, which we got one of the larger variant turrets, the fake ones, put in place. And there's going to be probably either 3 more of a similar size on the belly of this thing. But that's the first one. Mainly made for orbital bombardments and all that. Check to make sure that our fuel situation is still good. Yep, we're good. We good. Really wish we had guns that large in the game for, destroyer type destroyer type ships. Meant for ship to ship combat. Well, large capital ship versus large capital ship. Quick stop to get some food. I'm gonna have to grab more fuel. And then we have to make a trip out to this plant to go and get our estrium and zirconium. I also have to go through and make a bunch of food processors right here, and their job is just going to be making all the separate parts. I'd like to see a big battle. Yeah, it would be cool. It would. Seeing a giant battle between two gigantic ships. That'd be impressive. That'd be a lot of fun. A lot of fun to see. I've noticed that when you spawn something in, the indicator for where it's located, you know, the green indicator seems to end up like somewhere on the bottom. Kind of odd. I am loving the new station a lot better. And we're actually utilizing a lot more of it. Actually seeing myself moving all around the station, except for that docking area. I don't have any ships for over there yet. Also, once we start utilizing the bottom part of this this pod, we'll start once we start utilizing the bottom part of this pod, then we'll start oh wait. Then we'll blah 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 blah. We'll start texturing the bottom part. I'm just kind of I only textured the places I actually go to, so yeah. This, the Q, lock target, full speed. Making sure I have fuel. Yes, punch it. Punch it.
Engaging warp drive.
He doesn't like to listen. Verity, please. Yeah, yesterday I was so tired I fell asleep at like 7:30. Which is pretty much right after I got home and ate. I just went right to bed. I was just like, I'm done. And I just went. Just flat out. That's my coffee maker making noise. Okay, this is the last trip, and then we're gonna head back and start working on the outside of the destroyer. I just wanted to go around to make sure that all the auto miners were working and filled up with fuel. Because while I'm, you know, building the outside of this thing, I want those things to be, you know, making material. I've been sleeping a lot lately and tired. I feel a bit with the season change. Yeah, when the temperature just makes a dramatic shift. Your body kind of just it goes into sleep mode to try and get used to it. Option 1, yeah. Go this way. Yeah, for me, the drop in temperature just means that when I go to sleep, I can sleep all through the night. You know, I usually sleep better in colder weather summer is when I get the least amount of sleep because I'm constantly waking up because I'm getting too hot. Due to, you know, my body temperature getting way too hot and sweating in my bed. Just plus, when it's the colder weather allows me to wake up faster too. Damn, but working in the heat had got me used to warmer temps. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, when you're used to like 120 degree weather. Yeah. Plus when I get into look, another 2 hostile things. When it comes to me and winter, I mean, I'm used to colder temperatures. Large calm hour. Trying to get around that. But yeah, during the winter, a lot of the things that I enjoy eating and drinking are all hot, so I can't have as many of those things during the summer. You know, normally during the day, during the winter, I will have a hot pot of coffee on at all times. I'll just, you know, one container after another just to stay warm. If I get sick of coffee, I'll move to things like teas or soups. Oh man, soups. Be nice to use my my slow cooker again, my crock pot, because I will make some really good soups. My favorite is chicken barley. Oh man, can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. Did I drop one here? This deposit? I don't think I did. No, I didn't. Zirconium, where's another zirconium deposit? Should be one around here somewhere. I guess not. Okay, go to that one. Oh yeah, soups are great. Yes. Oh, I can't wait for... There's nothing better than coming home after work with a hot pot of coffee and a nice hot bowl of soup. Oh, can't wait. I like chowders. Anything hearty, yes. A good cheese broccoli or a clam chowder, yes. Potato soup with chopped sausage. You put chopped sausage into the potato soup. Oh, it's so good. So good. Yeah, make a stop here. Make sure to load it up with fuel and get out of here. There we go. Got you. Thick onion and cheese soup with, yeah, tomato soup. Forgot about that one. Yes. Oh, yeah. A nice, thick potato soup. Mm-hmm. Gotta love it. Lithium deposit. Okay, zirconium deposit. Get ourselves past the fortress that's shooting us. Oh, thank you. No. No. Go away. There's wreckage out in the water. Go that way. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing this fall and winter, is breaking out the crock pot and making myself some really nice soups. Wonder if soup will harm my ulcers. I don't know. It depends on the type of soup. I mean, if the soup is probably very acidic, then probably yes. But I'm quite sure you can make some soups that are not really acidic, that will coat them rather than, you know, induce them. I'm quite sure you can find something. There's soups for everything out there. I mean, there's a reason why chicken noodle soup is pretty much the go-to when it comes to people being sick. That broth helps coat the your throat, and it raises your body temperature, which allows you to burn off whatever sickness you're dealing with. It's that broth, man. The broth. So nice. Okay. I think it's one of the Estrum deposits that... Probably this one. Go over here. Make sure I unload it and refuel it. And we'll go and work on our destroyer. This dry run is definitely... The destroyer is definitely helping me streamline the production of a lot of blocks. A lot of blocks and other components that I need to be able to make bigger builds. What's awesome is that because of that module that we made that has 3 large constructors on it, if I need to be able to make a ton of one particular block, like hardened steel blocks, then I can just spawn in another one of those things and just have the entire process of making all those things in those 5 constructors. You know, having a bunch of things in production in parallel makes it a lot faster. It's kind of an idea I took from Minecraft. I see a lot of larger channels who do like huge builds in that game, and what they'll do is they set up a whole bunch of furnaces just making like items. Like if you're making a bunch of iron plate, you make a whole bunch of furnaces pumping out iron ingots. Yeah. Head up. Check the map. Okay, that one's got 20% left, so the next time we come here, we're gonna have to move it. Probably move it over to Protheum fuel. I can make a ton of fuel because I need it. Yeah, similar to Drunken on his 7 Days to Die Conan, he does one massive centralized base with 4 friends usually. Yeah, it's... Yeah, the idea is having a bunch of separate items making the same thing so that you can make a ton of it really quickly. rather than having one thing making everything that you need. Punch it.
Faster than light drive charging now.
There you go. And massive production. Yeah, lots of production. Lots and lots of production. And that's what we set up here. Just a ton of production to where we don't have to have one constructor making everything. Especially if we want to make massive builds. Which we're starting to get there. We're starting to understand how to do it. This is something that definitely wouldn't work on a server. Well, not on a public server that tons of other people are playing on. I've been enjoying we're enjoying Rim World and this random RNG event. Yeah. Yeah, this particular what I'm doing right now probably wouldn't work on a public server. Now, if I made a private server and then we're all working together, this would probably work out really well, really well. Especially on the starting planet that I know everyone's going to be spawning on. What I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to want to make a giant, space port. So when new players get into the game, they'll have a place where they can hunker down, get themselves established, and then build their own base, maybe on that planet, or build themselves a spaceship and go to a neighboring planet. With that's probably going to be, once I make a server, that's probably going to be the very first project. Just making a spaceport, a giant spaceport with, food production and a farm and basically everything you would need to get yourself started when you first join the server. Yeah, just a few people who you trust to help can jump on in free time to collect stuff and stockpile, build odds and ends, maybe leave a task list. Yeah, exactly. So that when people join the server, they'll see the giant build, the giant spaceport, and realize, oh, okay, this is an active server with tons of people. Maybe even go as far as having both a spaceport and a space station in orbit, where people can trade materials, stuff like that. I've been giving it thought, but I'm still waiting for this game to get into beta so I can do that. Because right now the changes and the things they're adding would mean we'd have to restart the server pretty much every single time. Okay, neodyme. Every single time we'd want to do, every single time there would be an update, we'd have to completely restart the server. Okay, make a bunch of those. Which would be jarring for a lot of people, especially people who are making their own giant builds on the server. If you had to restart every single time there was a change. That's why beta would be a lot better. Because at the very most, they would be making changes to optimize the game, not completely remove or add anything. That's to be expected, though. Yeah, that's pretty much how it is in an alpha. Let's see here. Okay, we're gonna grab a couple stacks of these. Probably have to grab a pack of those. Making sure that my steel plate and my armored and my hardened steel plate is still in production. Probably over. It's probably it right over here. Yep, there it is. You drop those, make a bunch of these, grab the 2 stacks of it. Energy matrix, estrium. Probably don't need a bunch of gel. We're kind of good on gel for now. Keep making those. But zirconium alloy, got plenty of that. I just came back with zirconium. Okay, that's good. I got the warp fuel, which we kind of have, kind of don't have. I'll just leave the gel in here for now. There. Grab some steel plate. We should have like around a, you know, there we go. I think we got plate. We got a ton of plate. There we go. We got plate for days. Probably a stack here with the tubes. Mechanical components. Drop a whole bunch of these into the hardened steel plate area. Electronics, optical fiber, computer components. I think this one needs steel plate. Yep. Drop one of those. Oscillator. Nope, good. This one. Drop a whole bunch of these in here. Pull out alloy. Iron ingots, okay. That requires iron ingots. We've already got a whole bunch of that. This is cobalt ingots. So I need cobalt ingots over here. Yeah. What we're running low on. Motor. Electronics are needed. We need steel plate too. Okay. But the idea is to always have a stack of everything. Once we get a stack of one thing, we'll move it over to here. And then we'll have everything here. Cobalt. More copper. Sure, we have everything here. Magnesium. More sathium, we'll grab that. We'll go over to here. There we go. Got 200 some odd. We got ways. There we go. Moving the sathium over to the hardened steel plate over here. We keep that in production. I'm also kind of like slowly adding these things over here so that in case we need to make something special, we don't like burn all of our supplies here. There we go. Yeah, cobalt ingots, the energy matrix. Oh. There we go. Got motors. That needs electronics. Over here. Make a bunch of electronics. Motors. Plastic power coils. To move the flux coils over to the power coils. Make a bunch of Make a bunch of these. There we go. Okay. I believe we're looking pretty good now. Now we can go over into the building of our destroyer. We're looking good. I'll grab this. While the rest of those are being built, we're working on the ship. Okay, so we got that all situated. So we got all of our auto miners currently working. We've got pretty much everything over there being constructed. So that while we're building, that's all being worked on. Okay. Now, here's where we left off. We've got a little bit left to fill here. We need to figure out how to be able to potentially dock this thing. And when I mean dock, I'm probably not going to land this onto any planet. This is going to be staying in space, but I am going to put it to where it can dock to a space station, or in this case, the dry dock. We'll have like landing gear that is designed to kind of permanently attach itself to something. Now, let's see here. How am I going to do this to you? I'm gonna have to, yeah. Yeah. There we go. I gotta turn symmetry back on. There we go. Okay. Here. I probably want to have a spot right. I want the barrels of the next gun to be pointed like right above it. So we're going to have to go up a little bit. We're going to do something like this. Downside is that we can't. Downside is that we can't copy the turret copy the entire turret and then move it behind. We have to kind of try and remember how the turret is set up. Okay, and the base of it. here. Put that. Like that. Onto the sides there. Three blocks forward. And this thing is solid, so yeah. Do something like that. Yeah. No, we gotta go up more. Okay. Yeah. Reload, please. There you go. Yeah. Because the barrels are going to end up right in the back of this thing. We have to go up more. Yeah. Okay. Gotta go up even further. Do this. Okay. Go up a little further. I think we have enough. All the way back here. I'll go too crazy with the platform this time. Go here, here, here. That. Ouch. Placement incorrect. Okay. There we go. Yeah. Let me do this. There. Okay. Okay, let's just place these blocks right here, just to kind of. Okay. Not there. So one block above that, where the barrels are going to be. I want to have one block separation. Okay. Yeah. Wish I could like select an area and have it just grab all the blocks. Downside to making this thing in survival. There we go. And then again. Here. One more time. One more time. Come on. This time, get the line. I'm not going to even bother doing anything else. We can limit the amount of blocks we have to tear down because we're having to completely redesign it. There. Okay. Game would not be fun if there was strictly creative mode. Sometimes the vision shapes itself in the time of construction and material gathering. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, the game would not be fun if it was just creative. I'd immediately bore myself if I was... Okay, all the way up to there. I'd immediately bore myself if I was just plain and creative. Because I'd immediately have made everything I wanted to make, and then suddenly the game would be over for me. How many blocks? We went for 5. Okay. There we go. And how many blocks? 3 blocks for the smaller ones. There we go. Okay, that looks a lot better. And we'll just rotate this. Make sure that we have that at the very back. And angled pieces. Oh, nope, too far forward. Wrong. There you go. Sometimes it's nice to like big tier forming, but yeah. Then you're like, now what? Yeah, right? That would be like, now what do I do? Like, I've completely run out of things to do now. I'm a huge fan of delayed gratification. Where you work on something, it takes a long time to complete, and then once you're complete, you're like, I made this. All right. Okay. Okay. Gotta relearn how I made this thing. This turret was 2 blocks tall, so... Okay, so we need... Right there is angled blocks. So we need to do something like this. Right there. And we do this right there. And it was one of these on the bottom. There. Okay. Working my way from the front back. And there were regular blocks right back here. Right? No. Right there. Right here. Okay. Then right on top, one of those blocks right here. Do that. That's 3 of them, right? Yes. Okay. Then we do this. 1, 2, 3. There. And this goes all the way back here. This goes all the way here. And one lip back. Right here. And this. Like that. Okay. Then we'd put on the decorative stuff. Like this. How was it angled? It was angled down. Okay. Down and forward. Like that. Then we do U. That was all at the very back. No. Right there. Then we do this. No. No. There. Second turret. Okay, we're good. Okay. Second triple barrel turret. Okay, so normally from there, then you'd have 2 in front too. Should be good. Because I don't want to go any much farther up than that. We'll probably put like a turret probably over here. I'll put a turret like right here. Looks good to me. Right here is where we started that. Not that far. There. Not that far. Game. I didn't even have my mouse over that part. Yeah, you placed it anyway. Yeah. Do this real quick. 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. Go. Do that. Do this. That. All the way back. Do 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 do. Do this. That. That. There we go, there we go, there we go. Okay. Okay. Came together a lot faster. We do this right here. There. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Each barrel is 8 blocks long. They're big. They're big, yo. They're huge. Okay. Okay, there's one gun. Probably gonna go with a maximum of 4. That's the it's the bottom of the of our destroyer. Okay, now we just need to fill in areas once we get the final turret put in place. But yeah, as a battleship, you want them staggered so that if you need to shoot forward, you don't have any of your turrets hitting the rear end of it. Because you have to have it designed in such a fashion to where they could shoot forward if they need to, or shoot straight back. Okay. Now where are we gonna put? Could probably just say screw it and say 3 turrets instead. So we have pretty much the majority of the larger turrets in the back rather than front. Hum. How would we do that? Or we could put a 5th one in. I could probably put like dual ones right here, so that it's in such a fashion to where there'll be like a large turret here, a large turret over here. Probably do that. That way, when you're staring forward at this, you have 3 triple barrel turrets staring at you. probably do that. Then we'd be, if we did that, we would be running into battleship territory. Our space destroyer would become a space battleship. Well, they are triple barrel. That would mean that if we did make if we made a battleship, we'd probably have to make them either bigger than a triple barrel. We'd probably have to make them like quad barrels or 5 barrels, giant guns like that. Okay. Plug it. That's what we're gonna do. Why not? Let's make a crazy space. Let's make this a crazy spaceship. Why not? So, out this way a little bit. Give ourselves enough space. One, 2, 3. 1, 2, 2. We're going big. Go big or go home. We'll just have to figure out how to fill this in. That would mean that the rear end of our ship would have 4 turrets. So yeah, if we're being pursued, we'd have a ton of turrets pointed right behind us. You know, make believe, of course. Because these things sadly won't be functional turrets. They'll just be here for show, but still. Oh, come on. Game, please. Okay. Yeah, 5. Make sure it's 5. Yes, it's 5. Good. Three. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And do this. That. Then over here. There. These are gonna be a very big gun. We're gonna have many guns on this thing. Not to be confused with miniguns, just many guns. Two. Yeah, that. that. Because, you know, space guns need to have decoration too. One, two, three. Right here. One, two, and then the quote unquote, whatever you call these things, located right behind. There. That is so ridiculous looking, isn't it? And not the bad kind of ridiculous, more of like, holy crap, look at all these guns. I just need to fill in all the empty space with something. You're sitting here looking at it like this. You got the potential of having 5 triple barrel guns firing back at you, and in the front you'd have 3. No, actually 4. You'd have 4 turrets staring at you, and then you had 3 in the front. So a total of 5 triple barrel turrets total. Which means if someone happened to be, you know, in possibly that angle right here, you'd have all. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you'd have 5. No, you'd have 4 actually. No. Yeah, you'd have a lot of guns staring at you, ready to tear you a new one. Okay, so let's see here. Let's see here. So let's fill in a little bit here. Trying to figure out how to best fill in this area. I gotta figure out a way to put something here to kind of dress it up a little bit. Down this way. I just used up my blocks. Great, lovely. Okay, let's get more blocks. And we need to eat and get oxygen. So. Nope. I need more steel plate. We'll get more steel plate. And some oxygen. Then we'll go grab some steel plate. By the time I go and place these back into the constructor, we should have more than enough. Grab you, grab you. I think I've got more over in cobalt alloy area. Ooh, actually, it's not optical fiber. It's probably over here. Over in the mechanical. Grab a stacks off of these two. How are we doing? Iconium. Drop that stuff off over here. Another motor. It's none of that. Probably under oscillator, maybe? No. What fuel power coil? Zirconium alloy. Here we go. Okay, let's drop the steel plate off. By the time I'm done with this, I should have 2 burgers waiting for me. Oh, shoot. What am I doing? Wrong one. There we go. Do this. A whole bunch of these. Drop that off. Up we go again. Still shooting for getting the outside of this thing filled out, and then getting it moved over closer to the station so that when we're working on the inside of the ship, we don't have to go far. Which means I have to get a generator, a fuel tank, a couple of thrusters made, and then slowly move the ship over. We just need the bare minimum made on the ship. And we can start brainstorming how we're going to fill in. And we can start brainstorming how we're going to fill in the inside of the ship, and also trying to figure out how we're going to do the shape of the dry dock. Move this over into the electronics. Electronics. There we go. What are we missing for electronics? Silicon ingots. Okay. Got a ton of that stuff now. Fuel, proto-fuel. Let's check out the pellets. How many pellets do we got? Quite a bit. Nice. Metal tubes, mechanical, glass panes. Grab these. Got plenty of glass panes for a while. Trucks. Drop you off here. You're still working on a whole bunch of these. Okay. We're gonna need all the electronics for all the tech components that we're gonna put inside of this thing. Because the tech decoration stuff require electronics and fiber optics. There we go. Keep that going. We are looking good. Okay. Now, we're filling this thing out as much as we can. That far. Probably going to make it completely straight right here for a little bit. The entirety of the turret like that. And what we'll do probably right here is probably going to have to put one of these right there. And then we'll do something like this. Like that. There we go. Then we'll do right here. Like that. That way we keep that gap right there. So we probably have to repeat that over on the other side too. Yeah, do that. Oop. Oop. Try that again. So this way. Like that. There we go. That way, that way. That. It's similar. That side. 3 triangles this way. That right here. There we go. There we go. Ah! Just make sure there's... Okay, we're good. Here. Okay, so how are we gonna do this? The entire area down here we need to fill in something. do this real quick then. Probably out to here. That far. Maybe do something like this. Yeah, that should work. All the way up until where the turret area is. We do this like that. Then we'll just go straight back from here. That should work. That being the case, like that. Up right there, then. Do something similar over here, maybe? See how far that way would we go? We angled right here. If we go further, we could have these two connect into one. Probably do that. Yeah, let's do that. So we'd have this right here. Yeah. Move this over. Follow that over. Up right here. Do that. That would get rid of this. And then they say one of these here. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Maybe we fill in all this. There we go. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, now we gotta figure out how to do this. I can probably something like this in here. Kind of smooth out inside of the turret area. There we go. Okay, good. Looks good to me. Guess we need to do something similar for this turret. Maybe. Yeah, there's one block difference behind it. 1, 2. Oh, didn't want that. How in the world did you connect beneath this thing? I think we put it right underneath the, okay. Underneath that right here. That way. Yeah. They're almost like what the turrets rest on when they're not in use. We'll do that over here too. Like that. Slowly but surely filling this all in. There. And we'll do this, that. So that far. And here. And we'll do that. There. There. From there, grab the block right here. Filling that in right there. This way, all the way back. We'll figure out window placement later. Okay. Feel like I should put something here. The make-believe smaller, the fake smaller turrets I could probably put like right there. Like right here maybe. So we could kind of break up that a little bit. Just a tiny bit. Two, three. Nope. Need more blocks. Slowly but surely filling this thing in. Slowly but surely. Hey, 96. Oh, come on. Please. Almost like we need to get... Let's see here. Grab one of these. Grab one of these. Leo, okay. May have to start grabbing blocks off of the tower. I should probably make myself a quick core. Drop it on the top part of the tower. Start grabbing blocks. I haven't done that in a while. There we go. Drop blocks here. Drop block there. Probably just do this. Yeah, I'm gonna remove these and put an angle block there instead. A 45-degree angle there. There. Get rid of that sharp edge a little bit. Yeah. What we need to do here, we're filling in all this. If we can. We can, good. I'll have to put something in between all these turrets. Just to dress it up a little bit. What we're gonna have to do. Just slightly. I think we got the outside filled in. Other than what shows up right behind each of the turret bays, I think we've got that all figured out. I'll actually do that real quick here. Ah, that's right. We don't have the blocks for that. Oh, that sucks. Move that symmetry mode real quick and look at it. Hey. Looks pretty good. That's a lot of guns on the bottom of it, though. Holy crap. Yeah, a lot of guns. May have to put some angled blocks right there. so that we can actually see it a little bit. Probably remove those. Probably gonna remove the extra large thrusters so that we can, when we move this thing a little bit closer, we're not blowing through our fuel. But we are gonna put them back on later. We need to add thrusters to move this closer. Okay, I guess we don't need to get more blocks. At least, not for the outside. Yeah. Okay, so let's add the basic components for the inside. Make ourselves a whole bunch of... medium thrusters to move this thing around. Also have to add the cockpit. Let's see here. What do we need for medium thrusters? Okay, we need motors, optical fiber, oscillator, flex coil. Okay. Motor, optical fiber, oscillator. Fiber, motor, oscillator, flex coil. We got hardened steel plate. Motor. There we go. Power coil left. Yeah, okay, we're good. This should give us a decent amount. Just need the bare minimum to get this thing moving. We also need to make RCS. Small generator. Well, not small, a generator. Okay. Where is it? Yeah. Medium thrusters. Okay, so we need possibly 4 in the back. Okay, I need to get hardened steel plate. Yeah. So that it just builds each one by one. Okay, let's see here. Need RCS. Okay, electronics and energy matrix. Okay. Probably 2 in the back. We'll have 2 thrusters in the back, 2 in the front. Then possibly 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. We're gonna go with 2 medium thrusters in each direction to move this thing around. So let's go, and then RCS is gonna require energy matrix and electronics. Electronics. And energy matrix. There we go. There we go, there we go. Not quite sure if we got everything, but let's do probably one of these. We don't need it to turn very fast, we just need it to move. We'll improve it later. You just need it to be able to move under its own power. Okay. We'll get the grab a fuel tank and enough fuel, and also get the cockpit that we had previously. There we go. Okay, large generator. Don't need. We need to make a large fuel tank. Okay, not the small fuel tank. Go and get that then. Go get that made. Okay. Cobalt alloy is required for the tier 2 fuel tank. Tier 2 fuel tank should be more than enough to be able to get this thing to just move. Oh, cobalt alloy. I think it's number 3 here. Yep. Okay, grab a bunch of that. One of these. There we go. Okay. I believe we have the bare minimums required. It's not going to have an oxygen. It's not going to have an oxygen atmosphere right now. It's not going to have a generator. Well, a gravity generator. Just gonna have the bare minimums required to get this thing moving. Yeah. Drop that right there. Okay. Probably gonna put something like this here. That'll work. Need to put an RCS temporarily right there. A fuel tank right there. And a generator. We have nothing in the inside guts of this thing. It's just gonna have to be temporary placements. Yeah. Place a couple of these, probably right that one. That one. And we'll place One over here. Right there. Yeah. Now, need one here. These thrusters are going to be placed in, you know, possible permanent locations here. Probably something like this. Right here, yeah. Ah, shit. Yeah. Do this real quick. So it has something to place onto. There we go. Okay, let's make sure I angled just right. There we go. There. Back to this version. I think it's right here, right? Put it in the center, I think. Yes. Center bottom. Okay. Okay, we got left, right, we have left, right, forward. Now we need two that are pointed for reverse. Probably right here. There we go. One right there. There. There we go. Forward, backwards, then up and down. Left, right, then up and down. Okay. Probably put one right there. Yeah. Oh. Right there. Right here. There. And then down. We'll put... Where are we going to put the down cluster? Probably right here. That's like a good spot. Okay. All the directionals are filled in. Now we need a little bit of fuel. Hopefully it's enough to get us moving. Here we go. Try and get this thing nice and close to our station, as close as we can get it. Oh, our turning radius is so bad, but... Turn, turn, turn. I'm just... Oh, God. We're gonna need so many RCS for this thing. Oh, turn. Oh, God, turn. Oh, man, we are so slow. These thrusters are actually working pretty good at moving this thing. You can see it just slowly rotate. I'm hitting the... We got like 10 minutes of fuel. But that's when we're actually using our engines, so... It looks pretty badass from the back, though. Okay. Kind of angle ourselves a little bit more. Put this thing down a couple of pegs. I mean, the ship is so big you can't even hear the thrusters firing. That's how huge this thing is. You can see them working. Okay. See if we've gotten a little bit closer. We are like right next to... Okay, yeah, we're a lot closer now. Get this thing to kind of line up a little bit better. That'd be great. But we're close enough to where when we go and work on the inside of this thing, we won't be too terribly far away. Like, damn, our camera is so far away from the ship that our camera's still by the old station. Okay. Trying to angle down here a little bit. That way I'm kind of lined up with station a little bit. We're gonna need a lot more RCS on this thing. Guaranteed. Okay, we're good. I'll call that good. Should be a lot closer now. Technically, it's kind of its maiden voyage, but technically. But it's got a long way to go. We have to get the inside of this thing now figured out. And we have to add more thrusters onto this thing. The good thing is that of the way its weight right now, the medium thrusters work just fine. It moves fairly quickly. Not terribly fast, but also not horrible either. Okay. I gotta figure out. First, what we're probably going to do is probably going to divide out. The first things we'll do is divide out each of the alcoves for all the turrets. Then we'll get all the turrets on board. We need to first get all of this filled in. Get all the windows in, get the force fields for each of the alcoves put in, and also fill out the back part and put armored doors on it. We're also going to have to put railings on the flight deck. And then once we make all the ships, once we make all the heavy combat vehicles, that will be the last thing we do. We have to figure out how to fill in all this. We got a lot of empty space in here that we need to fill in with miscellaneous stuff. Anyway, fill in the hole I created up here. Gotta get the elevator put in. How many, levels to this thing? I don't know. We'll find out. We're probably gonna have a couple of levels that are gonna be double high. But the engine bay has gotta be somewhere around in here, so that when we put the elevator in, it will function as intended. Okay. We're gonna need a lot more hardened steel blocks. Start filling in the inside of this thing. Oh, we got, okay. 200 some odd. We need to get a ton of steel plate made. Grab that. Grab the sathium ingots. Got a bunch of cobalt here. Udon ingots. Move all these over. Other than the bare minimum. Because we need the majority of this to be electronics oscillators, components. I might later on tonight make that be a little closer, but so that you're not watching me slowly rotate a giant ship around. I won't do it here. I'll do that off stream. Okay. Go to the armored plate area here. Cut these off. Have a whole bunch of these. Yeah, that works. We don't need hardened steel plate for a while. All alloy. Gel. Let's drop these all off in gel right now. We're not going to be making that much gel, but... Okay. Neodyne, zirconium. Okay. Neodyne ingots. I think it's under power cells? No, that's under flux. Yeah. Flux coils and oscillators. Yeah. That's where it goes. Oh, for God's sake. Grab a bunch of the sathium from here. Move it over to there. Half of it. There we go. Move all that over. I think we're getting to a point where we need to get ourselves a bunch of sathium for the flux coils. Burn steel blocks. Make a bunch of those. I got a feeling I'm probably gonna have to probably put it above the station, actually. That might work out a lot better. And in fact, I wouldn't have to rotate it. I just could. Yeah, let's do that. Do that. I think we have enough fuel to do it too. We'll do that instead. The ship is so big. It's actually got spatial clouds inside of it. How crazy is that? Okay. Let's go up. And we'll go this way. I'm gonna get above my defense platform. There we go. That should be nice and close now. That should be nice and close. Oh yeah, that's way closer. And holy crap. Look at the size of this thing compared to the station. I thought the station was big. Holy crap. Station meet destroyer. Destroyer meet station. It's nearly as massive as everything we've got here. Oh wow. Oh man, that thing is big. Okay, yeah, that's a lot closer now. Yeah, let's get some oxygen and some food. Full checking. Okay, we're good. Once we get enough RCS and thrusters on this thing, yeah, it's a giant. Thing's huge. Once we get enough RCS on this thing, then we'll be able to maneuver it and then place it where it's going to be permanently parked, and then we're going to build a dry dock around it. See what's outside of the station. Oh, just a giant ship. Still working on it. Okay. And just for perspective, also, is that our battlecruiser is going to be twice that size. Yeah. That's just perspective right there. Do this real quick too. We're moving things closer. Turn on main power.
Accepted.
I'm gonna dock this inside. Turn off main power.
Executing now.
We have this thing inside too. Might as well have it in here. It's just big enough to make it through the hangar doors. Eat. There we go. Okay, let's go check on the block production. Hopefully we've got a couple hundred more. The plan is I'm probably going to start out with the engine room first. That works. Like that. 500, even 500. Probably start out with the engine room first. Start with the major locations. Or I could start out with the... No, let's completely get the windows put in. Let's work on these. The gun emplacements, which is the whole point of this entire project, is these things. Go through and close them. We have to put doors on them too, so that they can connect into a central area, probably where all the ammo crates are going to be located. Okay. Those should be all filled in. Yes. Now let's get the bottom part filled in. Not that way. Game. There we go. I'll make a bunch of guns, I guess. Hey, Trenchfoot, how's it going? Don't forget the plane tool. I know. I like having a little bit extra control when it comes to the placement of blocks. Okay, let's get all the guns made. Okay, so I need 9 more cannons. Let's see here. Cannons. Should be under projectile turrets, yeah. See if I can make a bunch of them. Okay, mechanical components, motor, capacitor device. Okay, so yeah. So mechanical components. Gotta make a Death Star someday. Man, that would take a while. I'm up to the challenge of trying to make one in survival, but man, that would take a while. Trying to make a Death Star? Holy crap. Oh, nope. Grab you. Okay. Capacitor. Over here somewhere. Motor? Yes. Okay, I need oscillators over here. Oscillator, where are you? Good luck when you only have 6 of each gun to defend it. Yeah, right? Yeah. I totally understand that it would probably be... It would not work well in PvP. You'd get destroyed in PvP. With that kind of a giant ship. Okay. Capacitor. Have I not made one for a capacitor? Yes, I have not. Okay. Capacitor device. Okay. I'm gonna need a lot of electronic components too. Okay. Guys would do it just to see how long it took. Yeah, pretty much. I would totally do that. I would totally make it just to see how long it would take to make. Just give myself a large enough project and just go to town. Okay. Yeah, that requires nanotubes. Gotcha. Okay, let's see how many of these I can make. -1. Yeah, it's going straight into making nanotubes. We need more nanotubes. Go make nanotubes. Go grab nanotubes. Seems like you already have. Pretty much. Grab the nanotubes. There we go. That should be enough. Should be more than enough. Actually, I'm gonna get working on more. Make more. But all this moving around allows enough of the production on the advanced constructor to get through enough of them. Keeps me moving, doesn't have me just staring at these things. And if you had all those on one base, you could just push P label the constructors wherever you want to go to town. Yeah, but then you'd have to have one station with a ton of generators and you'd be going through prosium fuel like crazy. That's why I don't do it. Because I'm trying to save my protein fuels for, you know, fuel for doing something other than filling generators the entire time. Actually, and doing it this way just makes me look like I'm actually doing something rather than just kind of. Now you could make it vertical with solar on each pod. I might try it. Yeah, currently right now I just have it to where I've got 4 of these things all running on solar because you have a limit to 15 solar panels, and it won't. 15 solar panels may be a lot of power, but it won't run a ton of stuff. Oh, there we go. Probably won't. Yeah. That's the benefit of this game, is that there's so many different ways to play the game. If you're playing on a PvP server, you don't want to build big. You definitely don't want to build big. Building big is just asking for someone to come along and destroy everything. Okay, we got that one, and then we place this one. And we place that one right here. There. Okay. That's true. About 15 panels, though. Yeah. Yeah. There's one cannon, so we're gonna place that right there. Place one down here. Wait, what? You are not placed in the right spot then. Gotcha. Okay. So if that's the case, actually this one's not placed in the right spot. That's why I'm playing in sort of regular single player survivals, because I want to be able to build big things, and I can't do that on a server. Mostly because, one, the amount of supplies that you have are limited. There's very little, there's a very limited amount of supplies available for all the players. So you have to go and find meteorites, which means that you building smaller and much more efficient is the way to go. Oh, that one, no good. Yeah, it's the... There. Making sure that it's staggered. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then one down here. There, right here. That explains why it didn't look right. There we go. And then we need to... The empty ones are going to be plasma turrets. So we got cannons and plasma turrets to fill out the maximum of each. Making sure that they're set correctly. Okay, we're good. Okay, then we'll go down here and see what we're going to need to be able to make all the plasma turrets. Yeah. Another downside to this particular ship is that it's extremely slow. Right now, it is. Projectile turrets and laser turrets. Here we go. Okay, motors and power coils. So let's make 1, 2. Nope, not that many. Holy crap. We need a total of 9 because we already got 1 on there. These things should be built a lot faster. Okay. Okay, so while those are being built, I'm gonna have to deconstruct that entire thing later on so that it's not just sitting there half finished. Well, half finished for being dismantled. Do I have anything currently right now in the furnace? No, I don't. No. Okay, so we've got like an hour left. We've finally gotten the outside of the ship finished. We're just kind of placing components now. And placing windows. And then we're going to have to figure out the inside of this ship. So technically we're half finished with this build. We need to block out the entire inside of the ship. Having the engine room, we're going to have the fire control area, which is this place for all the turrets, to make it look like it's a fire control area. We also have to put probably a room behind each of these guns that signify where the ammo is stored for each and every one of them. We have to figure out what we're going to put in the nose here. I could probably go easy and go with the idea of having living quarters for all of the crew, possibly in the nose of the ship. We have to put an engine room back here somewhere where the elevator shaft is. We're gonna have to have a central corridor down the spine of this thing to where we can easily get to all the spots. We're probably gonna have a bunch of mini elevator shafts in here somewhere. Okay. Turn off symmetry mode. We don't need it right now. Got a lot of space to fill in with miscellaneous junk, both functional and just for decoration. I'm thinking probably the central corridor is probably going to be like maybe a 3x3, 3 tall, 3 wide, down the center. Okay, let's see here. Those are laser turrets. I want plasma turrets. Okay, one there. That's the one up there. Go with this. That. And one up here. That's one side of guns. 10 guns per side. Cannon on one set of cannons on one side, set of cannons on the other. The amount of power that's going to be required to be able to have these all fire at the same time is going to be just gigantic. To have them all active. Which is why this thing would not be a reasonable build for efficiency. There, go. Okay. The gun batteries are on board. We're gonna have to find a spot to put things like rocket launchers on this thing too. Why? Because reasons. Okay. Then we have to texture this thing. Texturing the entire outside of this thing is gonna be a chore in itself. But we got the fake guns in place. I have to fill in this empty area right here with something. I just don't know what. Come up with something. That's once we get all the components on board for the outside part. And I need a ton of generators on this thing too. To power all this. Let's see here. Probably gonna put a gravity generator on here. Probably not. So let's make a couple of... Make 2 of them. Okay. Power coils. Go get them. Let's get them. Got a couple of power coils up here. Power coils. Here we go. Got a couple of those. It just dwarfs the station. Just crazy. I love it. It's gonna look awesome once we get the dry dock made for it. Because we're gonna have spotlights. We're gonna have lights on it so it lights up at certain points. Yeah, look pretty sweet. There we go. I'll probably put these things hidden somewhere. Somewhere on here. We've got a temporary RCS on board already. It's kind of just there. It's just a tier 1 one. These tier 2s are going to have to be put somewhere out of the way. Probably put them somewhere. Probably put one of them on the nose of the ship. Somewhere where it can be easily defended. And we'll put one in the back. Keep all the parts redundant and away from each other so that if one person destroys one of them, you still have the others. Probably put it like right in there. And then we'll build around them. We're gonna also have to put hatches on this thing so that we can get in and out of the ship easily. Probably put... I could probably put it like right there, where my cursor is right now. Could probably put a hatch right here, and then when we build the dry dock, we'll have like a catwalk that goes up to it. Because again, this thing, once we park it, it won't be moving. So we can make the catwalk look like it extends out. Make it of scaffolding to where it looks like it extends out, and then when it goes to undock, it retracts, and then it either backs up and moves forward. Yeah, I like it. Okay. Let's see here. What are we missing right now? Let's see here. Trying to get inspiration of where I should start with all this. Ventilators will be last. Don't need them right now. Food processors, no. Probably just start blocking out rooms. Yeah. Just start blocking out rooms, I guess. Start out by making the quote-unquote ammo magazines right behind these things. Doesn't need to be anything huge. Do that. Oh, symmetry. While I'm building, needs to be symmetry. Okay. This will also give me an idea of how much room I'm going to have available for the central shaft, because it has to go straight in between all of these. Do something like that. I hate when it drags way too much than I wanted. Whatever. Want the ammo magazine areas in between, behind these things to be 3x3 rooms. A door right there. And the idea is that to get to each and every one, you have to go through this area. Okay. We'll put the roofs on later, but just want to do the bare minimum, gotta get the idea in my head how they're gonna look. Yep, yeah, I guessed correctly. The central corridor is at least be 3 wide. That's good. Oh, come on. There we go. Oh, not there. Damn. That's the downside to the click and drag function right now, is once you click down, there's no way to just cancel it and go, I'd like to stop, you know, I like that have to be, you know, I'd like to not do that. No, you have to finish the build and then you have to go and dismantle it. Like that. When you try to build fast, it punishes you. You try to get too far ahead of yourself. Yeah. And do the same for beneath. It's gonna be gravity. It's gonna be gravity involved, so you do something like this. Good. Damn it all. And then when you try to drag, it decides, nope, we're not going to go further than here. Probably going to be taller than... Might have to have for a while, I may have to have a double-decker corridor. Two corridors right on top of each other. but one of them will just end all of a sudden. And I'll probably have like an elevator that goes up to the top one. Probably what we're going to have to do then. Sure. There we go. And one more. Yeah. Nope, not that far. Back up. Ouch! It clicked. Yeah. Double side. That's mirror mode, so I gotta make sure I didn't misplace any of the blocks on the other side. Well, checking. Okay. We run out of parts? Yes. Done the one block. It's not gonna be symmetrical if I place that, so. I think we are completely out of blocks now. Well, steel plate. I have to probably go and get more. Yes. That's definitely what we're going to have to do. Okay. Either that or we go and dismantle that, but we'll be fine. I'd rather go over here. Do it this way. Turn that off. Go to the moon. That's where our iron is currently being grabbed. Our auto miner right there is on the moon. It's mining a extra large deposit of iron ore. So we'll go down here, grab it, come back, and then make a bunch of steel plates. Oh. Okay, we're gonna need to eat oxygen and a little bit of food when we get back. The destroyer is nearly done. Yeah, it's still gonna be a couple days before we're finished. That thing is, I gotta get the inside of that thing finished, and then put all the components inside, all the decorative components and all the decorations, all the functional items and stuff like that. We're probably gonna have a first aid area in this thing, very similar to what we have on our space station, but iron deposit. There we go. We're nice and close to it. Very, very, very large project. Okay, apparently the sun is going to rise here. Yeah. Still going, that's good. Good to see. Nice. Okay, we're going to need to refuel that thing up. We need to get that thing a proper amount of fuel, because that thing needs to run continuously for us to be able to finish this destroyer. In order for this destroyer to be finished, we have to have that thing keep running. And it would be ideal for us to get into trying to make the largest fuel containers. But in order for that to happen, we have to have a water pump. We gotta get a water. We need water containers made to be able to make hydrogen. We gotta figure out how to mass produce that kind of stuff. Come up with a option for making that kind of self-sustaining, constantly working kind of stuff. Which we also have to solve our protheum problem, because a lot of the protheum deposits we've been running into have all been small ones. If we could find ourselves a large deposit, that would be great. Turn off main power.
Declined.
Oh, I must have manually turned it on. Okay, so we got iron up here. Put into the furnace, then get producing steel plates. Grab those up here. Good plates. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Go. Yeah, we're not going to need mechanical components for quite a while. We got like two entire stacks of the stuff. Grab you. There we go. Yeah, just keep going. Keep going. Once we get a stack of it, then we'll move it over, get the blocks produced, and then just kind of repeat the process. There we go. Looking good. That furnace is fast, man. That thing is fast when it comes to making ingots. It's so much faster. It takes forever for any of the constructors to do it. It is so much better. Then if I tie in the use of a mining hovercraft, that means that we just have to go out, immediately gather a whole bunch of ores. I'm talking like using the hovercraft, you'd get like 4,000 ore easily. You get like around 4,000 ore depending on which particular deposit you're going for, and then you come back here, drop it in a furnace, makes a whole bunch of ingots, and then you drop it wherever. There we go. Okay, it's done. Okay, we got like about 3,000, nearly 3,000 ingots out of that. Yeah, about there. Not bad. Grab those. We've got plenty of hardened steel plate right now, so we're not worrying about that right now. Oh, wait, why did I do that? I did not need to do that. Drop them over. Yeah, I think I got a bunch of hard steel plates still over in the constructor over here. There we go. Yeah, grab all that. And head back over. Yeah, I may have to spend some time off stream and just go and mine a whole bunch of crap. Yeah, we're probably gonna get like 200, maybe. Probably gonna get like 200 blocks out of that. Also, I have to go and get a bunch of warp fuel. I'm lacking on warp fuel right now. So I may have to go onto the moon. See if I can figure out a way to get all those crystals that are along the surface gathered up really quickly. I'm thinking probably the harvester attachment on the front. I think the harvester attachment can gather up those crystals also on the surface, on top of, harvesting wood, which is its main function. Not 100% sure on that though. I think the harvester can do more than just wood. Here. Let's look here. Probably somewhere over here. Hover. Yeah. Incoming materials will be injected. Ammo unlimited. Energy in, energy idle. 50 damage. It causes damage. That's funny. Okay. So, incoming materials. So it doesn't say that it's strictly wood. Okay, it's nearly done, and there we go. Yeah, it's about 200. If I can do that, if I can use the harvester to collect a bunch of warp crystals, then that would be great. Because I seem to be striking out when it comes to the warp crystals in the game. Because I don't seem to be having a lot of it available to me. drop this down here. Symmetry plane. Oh, right there. Thank you. Okay. Down here. Finish up this bottom part here real quick. Make sure that side is okay. That's good. Okay. Now they all are. They just need toppers on them. Each and every room is going to look exactly the same right here. Each and every room is going to have an ammo box, possibly a couple of decorative consoles in there, and then they're going to open up using an armored door to each and every turret. There. And each and every one of these is going to be closed in by a force field, so that you could stand in here. You'll have like consoles set up to make it look like it's the control the control area for each turret, where a crew would hang out and fire the guns off. These are purposely upside down, mostly because this is going to be a gravity environment. Yeah, that cat room salvage in Symmetry. That'd be so nice. Okay, how many blocks do we have? 140. I have to make a trip. This is an observation deck, so we're gonna need a ton of windows here. I need to fill it in with something. Not quite sure what. Now, I'm not quite sure if it's going to be one giant room or two separate rooms divided down the center. Probably make it 2 blocks high in here. Complete these arches right here. Probably do that. That'd be pretty sweet. I'm okay with that. Might even tie it in with the bottom, bottom catwalk quote unquote thing. That you'll have a series of stairs at the end of it that go down into here. Sounds good. I like it. I like the idea. Food and oxygen. Food and oxygen. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to make a trip to go and get oxygen. I'm probably sure we're getting pretty low on the station. Yeah, 45%. It's actually not that bad. We just don't need it to go to 0 or it's going to purge the entire station of its oxygen supply. Yeah, it's probably going to take it probably will take another week to finish this destroyer. At least get it ready for texturing, where we go through and texture the outside and the inside. That alone is going to be a process. In fact, I'll probably finish off the engines last when we go to park this thing where it's going to be surrounded by a dry dock. Then we'll remove all the fake engines and we'll put real engines there. Just because. Because there's the large engines, and I could put a total of 8 of them here, and then we have the extra large ones, which will be right here. Yeah, this is probably going to be the most complex object I've made thus far, which is awesome. I love it. Difficult projects. I'm all for that. Yeah. Food. I require it. A long list of things that need to be done. But that's what keeps me playing. It's large projects like this. There we go. I just like looking at it. So huge. Okay, let's see. Let's look right now. Does it actually look? Yeah, good. I can't see, you can't see the other side. At least the ship looks solid from the outside. Still got a ways to go. Wait. I've got armored windows, don't I? Yeah, I think I do. Okay, we got regular windows, we got armored windows. Yeah, armored windows. They look like laser turret. A spare laser turret. You can use it right here. Flip one by one. Do that. 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 We don't have enough to fill out the other side either, but that's what's going to be looking like when done. We need to do all 4 like that. Then we need the observation decks both here and below filled in with windows. The only place that's going to have pretty much armored windows is the bridge. Everywhere else is kind of secondary. Unless I could figure out a way to have more windows that are the heavily armored ones. And that's what we'll figure out once we start making the rooms inside. The engine room is definitely not going to have windows. It's going to be completely surrounded by blocks. Probably bits and portions of here will probably end up having windows. Probably either 2x2, well, either 1x2 windows or some slanted windows like right here. Just so that when it's lit up and the generators are on and the lights inside are lit up, you can actually see stuff inside. I think I'm good. I've made some fairly decent progress. Right now, I just need to take the opportunity to go and get a ton of iron. I need to get a ton of iron. I need to get a ton of sathium so I can make more armored blocks. So that we can finish the inside of the ship. In fact, inside of the ship, unless it's directly... I could probably just make the inside of the ship out of regular steel blocks instead. Yeah, we'll do that. We haven't used much armored blocks. We only used enough to be able to get the turret areas done. So let's see how much would it cost. Raw plastic blocks, yeah. Steel plate. So yeah, it should probably duplicate. It should probably times 2 our production. No. Okay, that needs 3 plate. Yeah, that would increase the number of blocks we could make. Okay, and we'll do that. Just do regular steel for the inside of the ship. That way our steel will go a lot further. We can make a lot more of them. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, I'm gonna get out of here. It's time for me to go to work. Thank you all for hanging out with me while I finish the outside of this thing. We still have to decorate it. We have to decorate the outside. We gotta texture the outside. We have to do the inside and do the same on the inside. But it looks like a complete ship, which is awesome. So anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna call it a day. Tomorrow I'm gonna be playing WoW. I'm gonna be playing World of Warcraft. So Saturdays are just anything other than survival games. So you're more than welcome to come and hang out while you're playing whatever game you're playing. Pretty much I'm just going to be in Discord playing that game, hanging out with raid friends as they, screw around and goof off. So hope to see you there. Anyway, I'll see y'all later. Next time I play this game is going to be on Tuesday, so I hope to see you there. Anyway, stay alive out there. Don't drop your drink. I'll see you later. I said that like 50 times. Bye.